Welcome to fall. Fall in western Pennsylvania is one of the prettiest places in the United States to watch the leaves change and the weather change. I love this time of year. But along with this time of year comes cooler evenings, which I enjoy that, but my arthritis doesn't really enjoy the colder weather. It's not cold yet, it's cooler, but I want us to get ready for fall and winter. We might think that we're too sore to work out because we're stiff and we're sitting and our low back hurts and all of that, but it's actually the opposite. We need to get up and start moving. That's the whole key, is to move. Working out and moving, exercising, walking, etc., will take the pain away from your arthritis temporarily. It really helps with inflammation. So I want you to promise me you'll keep working out through the fall. So let's get started. Get some water, as always, comfortable clothes, and we'll get busy.
I will draw you, Saruman, as poison is drawn from a wound.
Staying warm is important when you have arthritis. If you let yourself get cold and let your muscles get cold, you're going to feel more pain and inflammation in your joints that are affected. When the weather's cold, the last thing you feel like doing is going outside and working out. But with arthritis, you need to move the joints every day. So we're going to work on range of motion today. That's very important. We want to get ahead of this because the cold weather is coming, but we have to fight this. We have to keep moving. So range of motion is going to be key. Osteoarthritis occurs when flexible tissue at the ends of bones wears down. The wearing down of the protective tissue at the ends of bones, which is called cartilage, occurs gradually and worsens over time. But there's good news. Exercise is considered the most effective non-drug treatment for reducing pain and improving movement in patients with osteoarthritis. So let's get started. I'm going to sit on a stability ball, but you can sit in a regular chair if you don't have one of these. If you have a stability ball, it's a good abdominal workout, just sitting and finding balance on the ball. So that's an added little workout that you can sneak in. You can be standing or you can be seated. Sometimes it's easier to do these in a seated position when you have arthritis, and you can just focus more on what you're doing. So come to a seated position, get your balance, and I'm just going to start at the bottom and extend one foot out, and I'm going to do some ankle circles. And I want you to sit nice and tall while we're doing these and just slowly take the ankle around. I start speeding up. I get all hyper and everything when I start exercising, and pretty soon my foot's rolling, but nice and slow. And sit tall, relax the shoulders down. Let's take this in the opposite direction. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm breathing. My shoulder blades are together, chest up and out. Rolling that ankle, drawing a circle with my toes. And relax, bring that foot down. You can put your heel on the floor. The next thing we're doing is just extending the toes down to the floor and bring them back up. So just extend down and bring it back up. You can hold on to the wall, or you can fight the balance a little bit here and breathe. And what we're doing is just getting the joints loosened up so that they move when we need them to. They move properly when we need them to. So just stretch them out. And the fluid can get in between the joints and the cartilage easier when you keep movement going, when you keep moving. And breathe. And hold it here. Same foot, sit tall, and just lift the heel and take it down. Just lift it up. And I know this seems kind of basic if you've been working out with me for a while, but sometimes we just have to back off and take care of business. And when you have arthritis, you want to keep moving because it will stop you. It will make you not want to exercise if your joints get stiff. But if you do a little routine like this when you get up in the morning, it really will help you throughout the day. And hold it here. Good job. We'll take it to the other foot. Just going to extend the leg out and draw a circle with my toe. Good job. And just roll it around and breathe. And I always feel good when I'm working out because I know I'm doing something good for myself. And when you take care of yourself, you can take care of your family better. You feel better, you're nicer to people, you're not hurting as much as you would be. This is a natural painkiller. So we go in both directions. And then put that foot down, put the heel down, sit tall, and just extend the toe down to the floor and bring it back up. I have arthritis in my feet, so I work on my feet a lot. You just have to. You got to keep going. Stay warm though. Make sure you wear layers, especially if you're out in the evening this time of year. And you want to keep the muscles and the joints warm. Breathe. And point. And good job. Now I'm going to put it down and I'm going to lift my heel. And just simple moves like this can alleviate pain and keep you mobile. That's the main thing, is to keep you walking. You want to be upright. You want to be strong. You want to be able to do your daily chores and everything that you need to do. And bring it up. Good job. Well, get your balance. I'm going to just kind of hold on to the wall and extend my leg out and just stretch for a minute and bring it back down. And stretch and bring it back down. A couple more. Point those toes. Good job. Can you hear my knees cracking? My knees make a lot of noise. So do my shoulders. And hold it here. You can be in a standing position for this or on a stability ball. We're going to loosen up our hips. I'm going to relax the shoulders, have a nice wider than hip width foot stance. And I'm just going to roll into a circle and loosen up my hips. That feels good. You can do this standing and picture yourself actually touching the inside of a barrel with your body, and that'll make you go into a circle. Just try to loosen them up a little bit. Inhale one way and exhale the other. It's nice on the stability ball because it just rolls with you and lets you loosen up your low back. Let's take it the other way, the other direction. And just breathe. Let yourself be loose. Let go of the tension. I know how that low back can be. So this is good. This will help a lot. Doing circles. And last one. And hold it here. I'm going to put my feet out and just kind of roll forward, reaching for the toes. And I'm going to let my head be in line with my spine and then just come back up. This feels really good on the low back, and it's a forward bend in a seated position. You can do this in a chair, but of course you're not going to roll, but you can come down and loosen up the low back that way. I prefer the stability ball so I can really stretch and then roll back up. Let's do a couple more. These feel good. Get your balance and just take it back. Let's do one more. I'm going to hold on to my head as I walk forward until my head gets on the ball. So I want to support my head while it's out in space. If you want to, you can take your arms behind you or beside you. I want you to grab onto your head before you roll yourself back up. Now, if you're doing this in a standing position, you would just do a forward bend, nice and easy, and then come back up and do a nice stretch. Arms up. Thumbs are pointing toward my shoulders. And if you can only go so far, maybe one arm is injured, you can take that arm up with the other and come back down and just take it up. Good job. Keep going. Couple more. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, bring it down and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Feel the movement in the shoulders. Let's do one more. And posture is important here. I don't want you leaning forward unless you have to, depending on how your body is working, because I know that spinal arthritis can keep you forward, but try to get in a good position. And let's take our hands together. Put your hands together and take them out to the front. And I'm feeling a really good stretch in my back. So I want to just stretch that back. Inhale, and then exhale, hands together. Bring those hands to your chest. You can feel that stretch in the hands and the fingers. And take it back out. Stretching the back, drop the shoulders down, bring those hands in. Now while you're in here, you can turn your wrists like this and bring the fingers to your chest and then take it down. The reason I'm talking about arthritis today is because I feel it. And I've talked to other people now that the weather has changed, they feel it. So we have to take action. Good job. Bring it back out to the front and release it down. And just roll the shoulders around, take them up and around. Bring them up and drop them down. And breathe. One more. And bring it down. Shake it out. Shake those hands out. Coming to the side of the ball. And I'm just going to come over and stretch. I'm going to lift that arm and take it all the way over and stretch. Now I can hold on to my head. I can balance it here so I don't hurt my neck. That would be best, to prop your head up like this as you stretch. Really stretch through those fingertips. You can feel that down your side and through the waist. And bring it over. We'll take it to the other side. And just bring your body over the ball. I'm going to leave one knee on the floor. As I inhale and stretch, I'm going to hold on to my head and breathe. Reach through those fingers. You're going to feel a release and the sides of your back. I could feel it all the way down, sides of my waist. Let's add a yoga flow into our workout. I believe it's called the Staff of Raman. We start by inhaling the arms straight out. And as we exhale, we come down. We exhale into an airplane pose. So my head isn't up here, it's straight out. And then I inhale and I take my hands to my ears. Exhale. Inhale straight up, get a nice little back bend. And exhale, arms to the side. Inhale, arms go out to the side. Exhale into airplane pose. Inhale, hands to the ears. Exhale, arms reach. Inhale, up into a slight back bend. And exhale down. One more time. Inhale, arms out. Exhale into airplane pose. Inhale, hands beside the ears. Exhale, arms out. Inhale all the way up into a back bend. And exhale down. Stand on the foot that's closest to the wall. And all I want you to do is just keep the knee slightly bent. Let that leg be loose. And just swing back and forth and get some motion there. When you start, it might only be like this if you're stiff, but keep challenging it. Don't work into pain. And make sure that you keep this knee slightly bent too, so that it takes the pressure off. And just let that leg go back and forth. Good job. Now, if you want to, take your arm and let it go with it. Let's go. Focus on this. And you can go nice and slow. Stand tall and breathe. Support knee is slightly bent. We're building range of motion. Shaking things up a bit. Inhale, exhale. While you're here, you're kicking a ball. Think about kicking a ball. Let's do two more. Support knee is slightly bent. It's not straight. And remember, take your time. You don't want to rush through, but you want to make sure you keep moving, but you don't want to rush. Just nice and controlled. Just let that leg loosen up. What I don't want is you to be here going like this. You know, you're stiff and just really fighting it. Let go. Let the muscles release. Breathe. Serenity now. Oh, any other Seinfeld fans out there? Inhale and exhale. And just balance against the wall. And anytime you need to stop, if you're feeling your other knee start to bother you, just stop and stretch out a little bit. And let's do a few more. Keep it going. I can really feel this, just taking the tension out. It feels really good. Loosening up. Movement. One more. And hold it here. Grab a set of light weights or whatever you have, 2 water bottles, 2 cans, or no weight at all. We're going to do a resistance workout. So let's start with the lower body, the boss, squats. We'll take it down and squeeze the glutes and the hams on the way up. Squeeze those calves, not the weight. Inhale down and exhale up. We're going for 10 of everything. Breathe. Squeeze the shoulder blades together when you come up. I'm coming up and I'm taking my chest out and the shoulder blades back. Inhale, squeeze the glutes on the way up and the back. 5 more. Keep breathing. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Feet are flat on the floor. Even pressure, front and back, both sides. Toes are spread for stability. And I think this is 10. You'll be on the honor system at home because I'm not real good at counting and talking at the same time. Putting my weights in one hand, hold on to the wall. And do a calf raise. Just lifting the heel and putting it back down. Here's 3, 4, breathe, 5, look straight ahead. Get up there. This helps your toes too. And last one, hold it up. We'll take it to the other side. Take the heel up and bring it back down. Stand tall. I can feel that. Exhale up. Here's 7. Really squeezing that calf. 8, 9, and 10. Hold it here. I got rid of the weight, and I'm going to just kick myself in the behind and come back down. Exhale up, and I'm really working the hamstring right here, and I'm flexing the foot. Here's 5. Make it work. 6. Stomach in. Shoulders back. Last 2. We take it to the other side. Flex the foot. Bring it up and down. Here we go. There's 2. 4. Squeeze the glutes. 5. And that hamstring, I can feel my calf too. Everything's working. One more. Grab your light weights or no weights for this. This is going to work your coordination, and we're going old school. Zottman curls. Looks like this, and then it turns and goes out and comes down. So I bring it in and curl. And then I turn it and I take it out and punch. And then I bring it back down. I'm going to alternate arms. This will really work on your concentration and coordination. So get everything in position. Get a nice stance. You're going to need to keep everything balanced. Okay, here we go. That's 1. Stomach's in. Don't worry if it takes you a little while to get this. It's been around for a long time. I don't see many people doing this, but breathe. I think that's 4. But it works your biceps, triceps, shoulders. This is an excellent move to get your joints moving. Get them lubricated. Usually when I talk and teach, we end up doing more repetitions than I had planned. But shoot for about 10 repetitions on all the moves. We're going to exhale and keep your head straight like we did before. Keep your neck straight. Exhale down and then come back up. Squeezing the glutes and the back of the legs. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. You're working your mid-back and your low back. What I don't want to see is you come down. I want your back to be flat. I don't want to see, you trying to go further and go like this. I see this all the time, people just doing that. It's so bad for your back. So Stay tall. Put those shoulder blades back and down. Let the weight hang here. Inhale, exhale. And just go as far as you can. If you can go to here with your shoulder blades still together, that's good. You can go here, however far you can hinge from the hips without losing that back position. So just go right here if you can. Squeeze those butt muscles on the way up, protecting that low back. Squeeze the low back, squeeze the upper back. But don't squeeze the weights. Just come right back up. I want to correct my form here a little bit. I felt my head go up about right here. I was looking. I want to try to keep it in line there and come back up. Good job. This feels good. And hold it here. Come to the front. Keep your hips facing forward and let that weight slide down the side as you're putting weight into the opposite foot. You don't want that foot to come up or you won't get the stretch. So just kind of let it, go down. Push, have the opposition in the foot over here and come up and take it to the other side. Feels good. And bring it up. We're going to work on balance, and one of the tricks to balance is finding a spot away from you and staring at it and then bringing one foot off the floor. In yoga, that's called the Drishti. Try not to lose form as you're trying to balance. So find that spot across the room and we'll hold this for a few seconds. Let's go to the other side. Planks are one of my favorite upper body exercises to do. But if you have arthritis in your wrists and in your hands, it can be difficult to do the full plank. So we're going to do forearm plank, and hopefully that will alleviate some of the issues with arthritis. So come on down. Step one foot back at a time. Now, my elbows are under my shoulders. I'm pushing through the heels of my feet, stretching my calves. I'm going to look down between my hands, and that will straighten out my neck. I'm pushing up through my forearms, keeping my back wide and breathing. Reaching through the crown of my head, pushing through the heels of my feet. Pulling my navel to my spine. Suck it up right now. And hold. Give it all you got. What do you have to lose? Don't let anything stop you. Be unstoppable. Get moving today. You said you were going to. You promised yourself. Let's do it. I'll see you next time.
I will draw you, Saruman, as poison is drawn from a wound. If I go, Theoden dies. You did not kill me. You will not kill him. Rohan.